has to be like this. But within any niche, TikTok already knows what topics are doing well, and they already have an audience for those topics. So if you're making videos on those topics, they're going to put you in front of the right audience, and this just gives you a much higher likelihood of making a video that's going to do well in the long run. And if you're getting put in front of the right people, it gives you a much higher likelihood of actually generating some followers off the back of it. You do this by, as I mentioned, like if you're engaging in your FYP, you'll see stuff that's going viral in your niche as it's going viral. That's one way to do it. Pick out the topics that they're talking about, make your own version, make it better. But you've also got creator search insights where you can actually see live data of how many people are searching for a topic every single day. And you can do it through TikTok search, doing a similar process with your FYP. And the third thing that's going to help you get to 10,000 followers really quickly, and this is something that you need to learn if your goal isn't 10,000 followers, if your goal is 100,000 followers, 1 million followers, just being really successful on TikTok. And this is finding your market fit on TikTok. Easiest way to explain this is you post 20 videos, one of them does better than the others. There's a reason that one's done better. There'll be something about the topic you're speaking about, the way you've spoken, the way you've filmed, the way you've edited, the hook you've used, that has really, really resonated with audiences enough to make them watch. So that means you're one step closer to finding your perfect format of video. So how can you actually go about and find this? Well, post 20 videos, one of them will do better than the others. With that one video, make 5 to 10 new variations of that video, which is the same topic. You've just re-recorded it with different hooks, different lengths, different styles, different tones, so on and so forth. Then out of those new videos, some will do better than others. And then you'll be like, if I speak about this topic using this kind of hook, and it's this length, and I do this, then on average, I go viral a lot more often. That is a very critical skill that any content creator needs to learn. Obviously, there's more that goes into this. TikTok SEO is a big one that I've not spoken about. Having a comprehensive content strategy isn't something I've really spoken about. Monetizing your TikTok in the right way isn't something I've really spoken about. But that's why we've got our community, where we've helped people like Susan gain over 100,000 followers within a few months and monetize her account. Where we've got a free version available with over 2,500, with over 2,000 members that's growing every single day, with free intro content, posts from coaches, live webinars, so much more. So if you want access to that to start growing, click the link in our bio and I'll see you over there. Here are the 3 biggest mistakes most content creators are making that keeps them at low views. And this is after I've worked with hundreds of accounts, helped multiple people get over 100,000 followers who were stuck at low views before. So make sure you save this, you can come back to it later, and drop us a follow for daily TikTok growth content. Now, the first mistake keeping you at low views is just your activity on the app. Most people don't realize that if you don't change your content, but you just start posting more, you start posting stories, you engage with all your comments, you engage with all your DMs, you engage with your FYP, that alone could be enough to push you out of the low view jail. This is just because it makes it a lot clearer to TikTok that you are a valuable asset to the app. It makes it easier for TikTok to categorize your account as a whole. If you're using TikTok's tools, they like to reward people who do so, so on and so forth. Now, the second mistake most people are making, which are keeping them at low views, is how they're introducing their videos. You could have the exact same video with just the first 3 seconds changed and posted twice. The first video might get 300 views. The second video could get 1 million views. That's how important your introductions are. Most people's mistakes with this traditionally come with the first words that are coming out of the mouth and the text on screen. So if you want to fix this and you want to break out of low view jail, we're going to look at your text hook and your audio hook. So when someone's scrolling on their FYP, for your text hook, what is a piece of text that's on screen which they can read like that helps them understand what the video is about? Don't try and be cute with it. If you're struggling with low views, the more specific you are here, the easier it is to track the impact your changes have. If they see something relevant that they like, they'll stay around for a few seconds, which is where your introduction with your voice comes in. And this is where you essentially address your audience and give them some hint as to what the video is going to be about and what they're going to gain by the end of it. If you do this for all of your videos, it means you'll attract the right people who will sit down and watch your video, which will boost your watch time metrics, which will make sure you don't struggle with low views. Now, the third mistake most content creators make that are keeping them at low views is their TikTok SEO. And all this means is that when they're posting a video, their videos are landing in front of the wrong people. I could make a 20-minute video about TikTok SEO and all of its intricacies, but essentially, if you use particular keywords throughout the video, TikTok will categorize your video as that keyword. Once they've categorized your video as that keyword, they can find accounts that have engaged with that kind of content before and put your video in front of them because they think that they're more likely to sit down and watch it. And obviously that makes the app better for everybody. So to try and get in front of the right people, identify a keyword that will describe your video and use that naturally throughout the video. Doesn't matter so much about your description and hashtags, it's mainly about what you say in the video. Now, obviously those three things are just the three most common things, but there are so many different things to look at, like picking the right content, how to experiment with your content, creating a varied content strategy to get in front of everyone who's relevant for your content specifically. That's why we've got our free TikTok growth community where we're introducing you to all of these topics and so much more. And it's where we've helped people like Susan gain over 100,000 followers within a few months. So if you want to be a part of that and start growing on TikTok, just make sure you click the link in our bio and I'll see you over there. Most content creators don't realize this, but the difference between you being stuck at low views and you going viral consistently can literally just be the difference between you posting a couple times a week to you posting a couple times a day. Obviously that sounds like a no-brainer, but we've seen with working with thousands of accounts, TikTok rewards volume and consistency. But if you find a way to increase your posting frequency, this makes it so much quicker for you to find what works for you. If you can post 100 videos over 2 months, let's say, then within 100 videos, if you've been diverse enough with them, use different hooks, different approaches, spoken about different topics, you will know what topics get the most views for you, what hooks get the most views for you, what filming styles and filming lengths get the most views for you, which means after month 2, you could be going viral every week. Now you know this, how quickly are you going to work to get out 100 TikTok videos? If you don't want to do it alone, we've got a free community with over 2,500 people in it, taking advantage of content, coaches, webinars, and so much more. So click the link in our bio to access that, and I'll see you over there. TikTok isn't a lottery, so stop treating it like one. Most content creators are stuck at low views, and if they are lucky, 1 in 100 videos goes viral enough for them to bring in some followers. That sounds like a lottery system, right? And it's because most people on TikTok are playing it that way. However, there is a way around this, and it's what we use to gain over 170,000 followers on this account alone. So if you want to start going viral on TikTok consistently and getting high views, make sure you save this so you can come back to it and implement what we're talking about, and drop us a follow for daily TikTok growth content. Now, most people treat TikTok like a lottery system because of 2 main reasons. Reason number 1 is they are not trying hard enough to get their videos in front of the right audience. When you first post a video, TikTok will push your video to 300 people out of an app of hundreds of millions of people. What are the chances that these people will actually like the topic of your video? If they are random people, the answer is pretty much 0%, which is why it's like a lottery system. But if you can get in front of the right people, and those 300 people be people